Now, everyone, grab a cup of tea and get some snacks as I prepare to tell you about the time I survived over 100 days in hardcore to Minecraft. Now, day one began like any other day one. I looked around the place to make sure there was no predators, because this was my 10th time and I wasn't prepared for another. And after a clear check, it's always good to grab the resources you need to survive in this world that tries to kill you at every single moment. And since I had spawned in the best biome, the only viable option was to get the best type of wood around, which is spruce. Of course. But not just one check is enough to get me satisfied with my safety in this new area. So, you know, berries are nice as well, but they can hurt you. Anyway, enough about berries. Now it's time to go look for the location. Location where I will build the best money-making business scheme. And this business will take advantage of I will have great work conditions. And isn't that just absolutely wonderful? Well, anyway, on my journey to find the perfect location, I came across a pig on a mountain. Perhaps pigs do truly fly. No matter if pigs do fly or not, we have to get some kind of tools so we could at least survive one day. That would be nice. But one day is still nowhere close to 100. So we have to get some better tools. That's where cobble comes in. Now, a cave is no place for a money-making business scheme, whatever you want to call it to start. Oh, no it isn't. However, the mountains are great for a start, because it makes it so hard for our beautiful customers to get there. So they are so vulnerable, and because of their vulnerability, I can easily just rob them. I mean, give them a place to stay with warmth and just loving stuff. You know, and in the meantime, I can take money from them and take advantage of them. I mean, just so they can pay. Oh, I am so good at business. Now, another benefit of the mountains is the absolutely amazing view we get. Now, I don't mean this view is for aesthetic purposes, oh. No, you silly, silly goose. Everything around these lands is for pure business purposes only. And when I say the view, I mean so I can see all of the predators, the enemies, all of the angry people, and my workers working so hard. Once I do eventually get them. And probably the most important part of day one, for me specifically, is to get a lovely bed full of the finest wool. And yes, this means I can't be sleeping in no stinky old wool. It has to be very good. Now, when it comes to these sheep rip-offs, I can't say I have the best history with these here creatures, also known as goats. I hate them. And after a bad sleep with this sheep rip-off, I handled it like an absolute giga-chad. Moving on, I dug a little bit, which would later come in useful. But anyway, on day 2, I had grown tired and bored and just absolutely annoyed of the clean oxygen air, which was full of all of the beautiful things such as berries, trees, little ponds, and just lots of seeds and just grass everywhere, just lovely fields of just such amazing things. And so I decided to head for one place I knew best, the caves, which in our case is kind of more like the mines, but still, caves. Now, just as all great things do, this mining expedition has to come to an end, similar to the coal mines in the 80s. So sorry for that joke, I know no one got it. Now, the rest of day 2, I just spent lighting up the place. Now this makes sure nothing which could hurt me and my dignity could spawn here ever again. And hey, look, it's a sheep, and not a rip-off sheep. And this will come in useful for when I decide to make a sheep pen so I can get the best wool in the whole land. And day 3 started with me waking up and making a furnace because, you know, who doesn't want to cook some epic meat? Then I decided to cover up the berries to stop me from being stung by them. And I once again had got bored of the oxygen air and decided to go back straight into the mines, where I felt more at home than ever. I even found iron! Exciting! And this meant I could invest in iron tools instead of using the old sticky ones. And hey, look, it's one of those axolotl things. That's exciting. Very exciting, very intriguing, very nice. And when I exited the cave, all I did was plant some berries and get some iron by smelting it in a furnace with some coal. Wow. And then, as quickly as day 3 had gone, it turned into day 4, in which I had used the iron from the furnace to craft a water bucket so I could start a brand new farm. And this farm will help fill the hole in my stomach, which had been left by eating only berries for 4 days straight. That did not do well for my belly. And something that will do extremely well for my belly is protection on my belly. So I made a chest plate. And as I sunk back into the cave, I went to find my axolotl friend. And yet, he was nowhere to be found. This is awfully sad. And just not good at all. But may he rest in peace and be forever in our hearts. However, axolotl or not, we did find some amazing stuff, such as this amazing ravine. and zombie, and all of the things that tried to kill me, which that was great. I loved exploring that one. Now it truly is a good thing I have protection. Those silverfish. Yeah, they're great. I love them. And yet again, we had to head out of the cave, but this time, it was a new day. It was day 6. So I made some armor, and that's pretty much all I did that day. Except procrastinating, slightly. And then, on day 7, I made a truly amazing discovery. A floating tree. In the middle of a pond. Wow, exciting and truly amazing. I make puns. Haha. And I promise to never cut this tree down. No matter what I do, I will never cut this specific tree down. And then on day 8, I decided I should make a pen for my animals, such as sheep, so I could get wool and food, as well as lots of noise pollution. And on day 9, I did the final harvest on this extremely small farm, and decided I should make a bigger one. And day 11 actually went really well. I must say, I didn't think I was such a good bovine handler. Like, I didn't know. But I handled them very well. And there they were, my enemies, my arch nemesis, the slimy things, the sheep rip-offs. There they were. I had to kill them. They just kept staring at me. Oh, there's only one thing that could stop me from doing this. Oh, there's pumpkins. Oh. But anyway, the llamas, oh, they're lovely. We just love llamas. I also love when they stare at me. But this one does not love me. And it's day 13. That's unlucky. But sugarcane will always stop me from killing something. And on day 15, I had to make space for a new sugarcane farm, which I was just about to build. After a killing expedition, of course. Oh my, he is quite loud. Not sure I'll think about that one. And day 18 was used procrastinating and making some farms bigger. And day 19 was just spent mining. And hey look, day 20, diamonds. My first ever diamonds. Isn't that just beautiful and lovely? I love day 20. Yes, it's true. I got incredibly lucky on days 20 to 21, where I got 38 whole diamonds. Shiny blue rocks. Or whatever versions S&P calls them. And after making the necessary diamond tools and armor, I decided, you know what? A nether portal could be amazing and great. Because I need to go deeper. Day 22 just started off with me harvesting some sugarcane and then making an enchantment table. Wow. And after placing down the enchantment table and seeing all of the horrible enchantments I could get with level 1, I decided, you know what? It never seems real cool and stuff, you know. I wish I could join. I've always loved the thought of joining the dark side. And the last thing we need to do is light it up with a flint and steel. So, that's great, and I'm not going to enter. I'm just too scared. I don't think I'm ready. I'll wait until maybe day 69, because that's when you can go deeper. And on day 26, I was finally experiencing the effects of having a sheep pen, which is noise pollution and food and wool. I had got slightly bored of just living on the ground, so, you know, I decided I had to make a tent on day 29, because that seemed a bit more cozy and lovely. And between the days of 29 and 34, no, not that 34, I made a pond. And this is probably going to be my fishing pond and my fishing tent. I also, of course, made a non-fishing tent for my sleeping purposes and needs. Doesn't the whole area just look so much nicer now? Because all of these tents and... oh, is it just lovely? Oh, but what is this strange-looking box over here? Well, my friends, this is the start of the exploit, which will get me infinite money and infinite power. There they were. The scary, scary-looking village of rip-offs. The ones that had removed my 154-day run on my first try of hardcore. So, whether it be for justice, vengeance, or revenge, I had to kill them and behead their leader. So after multiple attempts of trying to make them shoot their friends, I gave up and just started stabbing them, willy-nilly. And day 41 was the great harvest. And this was great because it meant I had a lot of carrots and wheat and lots of things that I could eat. And I made lots of bread. No, I'm not talking about money. Hey, you may be wondering, what is this inside this chest? Well, this is going to help us make infinite villagers. And what does infinite villagers bring? Infinite money, that's right. And infinite power and infinite everything. Which means I will basically be unstoppable. Oh, how I love exploits. And here is rare footage of me making a staircase out of dirt for villagers to trample across and for them to go to a place where they will breed infinitely. It's not day 69 yet. But when it is, it will be an absolutely epic day. For many reasons, not just one. And here is sad footage of me losing a composter. Which I then quickly picked up and brought it back, but I still lost it. Whoops. On day 49, I spent more work on the villager breeder. And quickly after that, destroyed all of my work which I had just done. I am so efficient, aren't I? Maybe news had been spread around, but the angry rip-off villagers were back. This time, there was no leader. It was just these random two guys. Maybe they were lost, I don't know. And then I had to sleep. And tomorrow would be a milestone. Day 50. The best milestone you can get. But look at the villagers. They look so cute together, but they can't breed if there's not enough beds. There's only one solution to that: make beds. It is almost as if beds lead to success, and breeding lead to success, and to infinite money and power and everything lovely. And then on day 52 was finally open for business, baby. And look at that, would you just look at that? Our first ever baby made in a great place that will give me infinite money and infinite power and infinite everything. That is lovely. So yes, I'm not going to manipulate or use these for bad purposes. I'm only going to use them for myself. And I'm not egotistical or a narcissist or anything crazy. And in the time that I had been waiting, this ice had melted, so I had to make it unmelt by punching it many times, because that's how ice works. And on day 56, it was finally time that I would enchant some items, since I had all the levels to do so and all the courage that I needed. Also, I'm really sorry about this camera angle. I didn't mean to make it look like that. It happens once again, I think, in some time. I seriously did not mean to make it look like that. Just sorry about that. I'm not exactly looking for fortune free, but you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. And you know, as a product, I also get efficiency 4 and fortune free. So incredibly exciting. Now, I don't want fire protection, so I'm gonna use a grindstone and redo that one and see if I get anything better on my boots this time. And yes, I do. Just look at it. Just look at me. Just look at how amazing I am. Aren't I amazing? Look at all of these great things that I've got. Ooh, you're so happy that I got these things, aren't you? I am so happy for myself as well. And once again, I got bored of the oxygen air, because it was all clean and stuff. I need the good stuff. I need the caving and the mining. That's my kind of thing. And hey, look, that's not a bad axe. And the reason for me enchanting this axe and crafting all of these axes is so I can get all of the wood. And I love wood. And it's not even the day that comes in 6 days. It's not even that day yet. So please sit back and relax and enjoy the music as you watch me destroy and dismantle all this wood. And look who had come back for more. Oh, perhaps the news had spread even further, because a leader now came. So I had to behead them, of course. That's always what I do. I love doing that bit. That's my favourite bit. So after doing a little bit of trolling on these absolute buffoons, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna stab them up. I'm pretty sure the pig had a good show. You know, it was nice when I had some free pork chops. I'm not gonna kill it though. But the aftermath of that absolutely amazing fight has left all these arrows and one that is stuck in my head. That should have killed me, right? Day 72 is when I came back home and looked at all of my stock that I had got from the log mining session, chopping session, I don't care. And you know what? I kind of got bored of living in a tent. It kind of got pretty stinky and messy in there quite quickly. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to start making a house. But it is called the Big Shed, full of amazing people. I did get bored of making a house very quickly as well, though. So I went to Enchanting, you know, that's fun. Just keep showering me on all the goods, please. Because honestly, all of the amazing stuff I've got from Enchanting has just been that amazing. You should look up to me. And I know this is no day 69, but I still need to go deeper, so day 99 it is. So please enjoy the music as I show you how I came as close to death as I have so far. And I know I won't enjoy it, but I hope you will. And that is how I survived over 100 days in hardcore. And how I also almost died on the 99th day. And that would have been horrible and such a disappointment, but as is expected from me. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. And just, I hope you like the view of our 100 days that I have spent in this one world. I also hope you like the video, and also, if you do really feel like you need to, do press the subscribe button. That's always appreciated, and you're absolutely lovely if you do so. But what is not lovely is this dog, this wolf, because it does not want my bones. No matter how many I give it, I'll never take it. So, this is where I'll leave, and I hope you did enjoy. I'm going to go now for another 10 million years, and then I'll be back. And I'll hope to see you next time. Have a great night, day, rest of your week, whatever it is, whatever time you're watching this. Just have a great time. And goodbye.